I was like, see you soon. And so, yeah, happy to have him back here. Great teammate. He's a professional and does everything the right way. So happy to have him back.
Does it help, obviously, with him already knowing this system in a short week, especially?
Yeah, I mean, you can't teach somebody our offense in a day. So it's, for him to have been here as long as he has, a lot of the stuff is kind of already second nature. He was only gone 6 weeks or whatever it was. So he's still got a lot of it, obviously locked in, and having him here to help out in a short week is big time.
When you look back at the tape from week 4, what stands out to you guys that you could have done better?
I think, there's a lot of things, not just like one in particular thing, but I think overall, it all starts up front. Like, we need to, try to control that line of scrimmage, not just in sense of the offensive line, but in the running unit, in the pass game as a running backs, getting extra yards, stuff like that. I think you start any game, you win up front, but, got to give credit where it's due. They got a great pass rush over there, and Dillon, they got a really good front seven. So anytime you're going up against one of those teams in this league, got to have a plan for it and got to try to stay ahead of the chains.
Despite the losses at the position, how important is it to maintain some efficiencies there so that they don't just tee off on your passing game?
Man, I guess it's as important as whatever the coaches however they decide to do it, but it's next man up mentality is kind of how everybody has to approach it. We got 2 guys who have been in our system that are now back, and they're so we're just gonna go out there, and I'm confident in what we got.
You're ready for a haul though?
I'm ready for a haul, man. I don't. I've done this. I've been in every situation these last 4 years. So I've started games. I've had to fill in at times. It's nothing new.
Was the Sunday's challenge for you physically any tougher than normal because you were the only guy there in the second?
Yeah, it was a little different. Just kind of knowing that you can't go down right now. Like you got to, But luckily enough, I wasn't going into it too beat up. I had a couple things that I was working through, but overall, was able to get through that one. We had a great support, and guys were making a lot of plays downfield too. So it wasn't like we just had to, only run the ball. The receiver stepped up big time. Jordan was making great throws and great reads, and so happy to get that win.
As a player, when you know there's a lot on you, and what is this week, what does that do to get your motor fired?
I don't really need a lot of external motivation. I really don't. I think as I've grown in this league and just as a person, as a man, that motivation comes from within. And for me, like I said, I know it's different or whatever, but I've started games here. I've played in playoff games. I've played and had to take the majority of the snaps before. I've played no snaps. I've done all the mix and range of emotions. So there's really no pressure. This is a situation, a place I've been to before. So just, another game, playing on Thanksgiving, go out there, get that win, and, get back home and enjoy turkey.
Are you guys allowing yourselves to think about the possibility of playoffs if you continue to play well like the last 3 weeks?
I'm thinking about winning this week, and really and if we even want to think that way, we got to win this one. So that's the way I'm thinking.
What does it mean to play on Thanksgiving?
It's been a very long time since I played on Thanksgiving, so it's pretty cool. It's fun. I know everybody's going to be watching. Most importantly, my family's going to be watching. I know we have a postponed Thanksgiving Day dinner. We're going to have it at night, so it's awesome. I think it's cool. It's a really cool tradition. It's an awesome game to be a part of, and it's going to be fun. Fun opportunity.
Can you describe your perfect Thanksgiving meal? Dinner?
Ooh. Well, you gotta have turkey, maybe some ham as well. Big candied yams fan. Some collard greens. Gotta have some cornbread on the table. Baked mac and cheese. My mother-in-law makes a great fruit salad. She sneaks some marshmallows in there, so it's really, really good. It's kind of like a dessert, but you can get away because it's salad. You can have it early. And then just the entire family around and watching. Well, I guess won't be watching football this time, but usually watching football and having the family around. My son's first Thanksgiving, so I'm fired up for that.
considering the situation y'all are in at running back, is it a tough time to have this short week to only have a few days before you?
Yeah, I mean, it's no shock. Obviously, you know, having 2 Thursday night games in a season's tough, but I mean, they're doing the same thing. You know, it's you can never really have a woe is me moment in this league. Everybody's banged up at this point in the season. Everybody's going through the same thing. The other team is also playing on a short week, so we got to focus on us. I think that's the biggest thing. Along with all the questions, is what we need to do is we need to focus on us, getting everybody as healthy as they can that's going to be playing, and then going out there and just trying to execute, going ahead and putting ourselves in the best position to win. That's the secret formula. It's not, you know, who can we stop, how can we stop them. It's we got to go out there and put our best foot forward.
How was the body feeling going into this week?
Body's feeling better every day. Body's feeling better every day.
What's the key for you running backs when dealing with Hutchinson? Is it just kind of knowing where he's at all times?
Yeah, I think, you know, he's a great player, obviously. You know, he's a great player, and whether it's a pass game or the run game, as an offense, you got to know where he's at, have a plan for him. And, you know, I think I would say, like, we've gone up against some very good pass rushers as well, and, like, just great defensive players in these last couple games as well. So I feel like it as a whole, we kind of feel like, you know, all right, we got some practice reps, and so, I mean, he had a good game against us last game. I remember him making some plays. So, you know, it's just about, you know, being on top of our stuff once again.
Why is this offense better now than it was week 4?
Because I think the offense has learned as a whole, not just one individual, but we've learned, you know, how each of us kind of, you know, respond to situations. We're all growing together. Jordan is getting more and more comfortable every single week. Everybody sees that, and you know, really taking hold of, you know, situations. And you know, we finally found a way to win one of these situations where it's right there. Both teams have a chance. I think our coach was saying 4 of our losses combined, it's like 11-point difference. So we've been in those situations, and I mean, you add those 4, you flip it. I know it's, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but you know, it's a completely different situation that we're in. But the fact of the matter is, we're figuring out ways to win, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
You guys have the exact same record you did at this point last year. It kind of was a similar thing. You have a really tough 3-game gauntlet. You play on a Thursday, then you play a team that was in the Super Bowl last year. What lessons can you learn from last season about how you did and move that forward for this year for the stretch run?
Yeah, I think you know, it's something you can obviously take and be like, hey, like, we got hot when we needed to. Obviously, we didn't win that last game there, but we put ourselves in a position to have a chance. And so I think for everybody who was on that team last year, we're not a team that, or people that like to look too much into the past, but you can definitely look and be like, hey, we did, you know, go on a roll. It is a possibility to, you know, keep stacking these wins. And so that's what we're all trying to do. Go ahead and go 1-0 this week.